Hey yo, it's your boy X from LA Confidential, and I know, I get it. You're probably saying, now what is this motherfucker up to? He's forever up to something. Well, as the title suggests, we are getting ready to check out the latest update. This is the first time I've been here. This is a map that I wanted desperately for a while, but I wanted to let things fall into place before picking it up, and things have and remain falling in place in the order of my checklist to get everything done. So here we are. This is Alcatraz. I want to remove the prison. Um, the I have another version of the prison out, but I want to remove it. And the reason being, I want this federal prison, being Alcatraz, um, I want this one because the NASA shuttle, the space launch shit, all of that, that's going to take the place of where the prison is, the location. So here we are. Let's see if we can get in. Yeah. So here we are. So far, so good. This is for visitors. This is for staff only. Let's we'll go through a couple of doors and see what's going on in here. We got some lockers. It looks very grim and dismal. And if you aren't familiar with Alcatraz, it's also known as the Rock. It's a small island located in San Francisco Bay in the Yay area out there with E40. Yay, yay. And it's about 1.25 miles off the coast of San Francisco. So is it that right there just shocked me because I thought it was further out, but it's only a mile and a quarter mile, 1 mile and a quarter um, away from Frisco in the bay. It's at this time it's considered a national historic landmark, and then prisoners would come here for their visits. It was built in 1775. I'm very familiar with it. Um, so I'm just rambling off this information just off the top of my head. I know for a fact it was discovered by a Spanish explorer. His name was Juan Manuel something. Back in 1775, and he named the island La Isla de la Alcatrazes, which means the island of pelicans. So, yeah, pelicans, these fucking birds, I hate them. So anyway, and as I mentioned once before, pelicans are federally protected. So uh, you didn't hear me say I hated them, but you heard me say it. Anyway, it was initially a military fort and a prison. In the mid 19th century, Alcatraz was developed by the U.S. military as a like a reservation for the troops back then. Um, it was also referred to as the Triangle of Defense. It became a military prison um, in 1868. They would send Confederate prisoners of war and Native American prisoners. Okay, so and not just them. They would send, if I recall correctly, Confederate sympathizers. So if you um, were, you know, sympathetic to the plight of the Confederacy, they could legally Under Union law, let's see, can I get up here? Yeah. What's down here? So these are boats. This is how you're brought here. Those docks. This is how they bring in supplies, new prisoners and shit like that. And that building right there is for visitors, staff, and officers and shit like that when they first arrive. All right, so where was I? What was I talking about? Oh, so if you were suspected of being a Confederate sympathizer, they technically could lock you up here, like an intern camp. Basically, that's what it was. It was like a Civil War intern camp. Okay. It also became the first lighthouse on the Pacific side of the ocean. Because you got to remember, North America is a big island, basically. And it housed such notable figures. Let's see, Al Capone. Everybody knows who Big Al was. And then George Machine Gun Kelly. And also the Birdman of Alcatraz, the guy that found a canary and raised it. And he was the man. This motherfucker, he had a bird. Everybody loved him. He had a bird. People would give him food for the bird. The bird would hate the bird just like the man, and would fly. I don't know how the fuck a canary got. Okay, so this is an infirmary. This is a hospital bed. I don't know how a fucking canary would have flown that far. For the life of me, I don't see canaries flying over the ocean. Okay, so this is like for a first aid uh, utility room, I guess. And then what do we got in here? We got another infirmary room for patients. But to carry on, so it held very notable figures. The prison was closed in '63, I think. The Fed said it due to high operating costs, so they just closed it. High operating and maintenance costs, they closed it. I think in '63, but from '69 to '71, Native Americans occupied this bitch. They got on, them motherfuckers got on a boat and they came and they squatted for 2 or 3 years. It was, there was a name for it, Red Power or some shit. But yeah, the indigenous Native Americans, they was like, fuck this shit. This is Indian land. This is our land to begin with, and they took a stance. And then the feds got them on up out of there. What is this in here? So here's I guess the doctor's head doctor's office. And remember, we're both seeing this in real time for the first time. Now, what's in here? I guess you would do surgery here, autopsies here, because that's that cold steel table. You don't never want to be on that bitch. All right. I'm so tired, but I gotta do this. Okay, so in '72, Alcatraz was reopened as a part of the Golden Gate National Recreation Area. So it became a national park. So yeah, this is the infirmary. Let's go through this door. What's happening? Or should we go back? I don't want to get lost because it might, I don't know how much there is to cover. Which way did we come in? This way? Was it this way? Oh, okay. And actually, to this day, Alcatraz remains a very popular tourist attraction. It gets about I read somewhere it was 1.4 million visitors annually. Trump wanted to try to reopen it, but if it's up to him, he'll fuck up a wet dream. So anyway, there's a lot of steep hills and climbing here. This ain't a place you want to wear high heels and pumps and shit. That's for sure. It's just the way we came. Those are the docks right there. Yeah, this is the way we came. All right. Ooh, just running up that steep ass hill got me tired. Not gonna lie. All right, so let's see what's back here. The island at this point in time is a critical ecological site, and it provides a nesting habitat for thousands of seabirds, including restored historic gardens and just all types of shit. So right here, this is a prison laundry. Let's take a look. I like the detail in here. So far, this is passing our test, and it is going to wind up our. What the fuck? Okay, so these are prison jobs. Laundry. Let's see, can we go up here? I see some stairs. So this is, if they were ever, if you would have ever tried to escape, you get in one of those laundry bins. But you'd have to start in this room. All right, so we've done the laundry. We're gonna head back. What's this? Just paintings. Kind of reminds me of L.A. County Jail with the paintings on the walls. Actually, I don't even want to call them paintings. Those are just John Wayne murals. If you've been there, if you know, you know. So there's the infirmary. So now the direction we're headed is back towards where we started from, but only we're up a flight. Oh man, that shit is running me out. Now, um, as far as escape attempts, in Alcatraz's 29 years as a federal penitentiary, there were 14 escape attempts made by, I believe it was 36 prisoners. So that's a lot. 36 prisoners, but most were caught or didn't survive the attempt. But there was a escape attempt with a guy named Frank Morris and two brothers, the Anglin brothers, in '62. And this is a year before it was closed in '63. So there's a helicopter pad and whatnot. What is this shit right here? I don't get it. What are these? It looked like they were building something and then just stopped. Okay. And then you see their vents coming up because there's smoke coming up. So anyway, these guys, they never found their bodies. And what is suspected is strong currents could have carried them out to the Pacific Ocean, or we ain't gonna be able to get out this way. Or they died of hypothermia, and plus that this is shark-infested water. There's great whites out here, and they never recovered any type of personal effects, bodies. They found the raft, I think, but the FBI closed the case. But the weird part is, United States Marshals have left the case open, as well as they list those three guys still as wanted. So, because there was a letter and there were a couple of sightings, reported sightings over the years, but nothing definitive. Um, so, nothing confirmed. Part of the lore is the two brothers moved to Brazil, and there was a letter saying, I think one of the Anglin brothers died in 2008. Another one died. No, the other guy, I think his name is Murphy. What the fuck? That must have came from the airport. I like that. That we have random explosions. Might have some terrorists. So how do we get up here? Yeah, we're gonna. I think we just tried to get out through here. This is a dead end. Okay. Well, keep your pants on. I'm not a career criminal. I ain't never been locked up in Clinton, so I've been to Alcatraz. All right, we need to get into the cells. We seen the infirmary. We seen the laundry. We need. It might be back down there. How do we get down there? How do we get in here? Because there's a guard tower. Let's fuck around. All right. I think we managed to. Now, anyway, as far as the escape attempt, the likely conclusion that the government gave, the official conclusion that the FBI concluded was in '79, after a 17-year investigation, that the men most likely drowned in that cold, turbulent water off of San Francisco Bay. So here's some sails. Let's see. This is just detention, though, it looks like. A mat on the floor, a bench. He has a desk. There's no desk here, but there's no mat on the floor. Desk. Alright, so he's got a bed and a desk. Oh, these is 2 bunks. 2 bunks. Just a desk. Ooh, that came out of nowhere. So there's a bunk, a bench. No, it's 2 bunks and a bench. Yeah, them planes. That's those planes. It's gotta be. Alright, so this is a place where they could eat meals and shit like that. This doesn't look like it would be maximum security right here. To me, I just get the two bunks, bench, 2 bunks, bench, 2 bunks, bench. And let's see this side. Yeah, the same. Okay. All right. So I guess this room, this cell, I guess this would be for one of the jailhouse lawyers who would help people write up their appeals. All right, when I get in that helicopter, when we leave here, I'm gonna get in that helicopter and see why those planes are exploding. Those are definitely planes. Okay, so we got different rows. This is like I don't know if this would be new housing to separate to as soon as you get brought in, they'll bring you in here to you get an officer who can escort you through all the places. Because here's like a chow hall. Let's see if they got anything. Giant peas, macaroni. Looks like some oatmeal. Yeah, that's if shit Lust cooked. I don't want none of that. Thank you. There's some Cheetos. Make some jailhouse. Okay. So let's see if we can exit. If we exit, because this is how we came in through that other door. I have a feeling I'm gonna get my black ass lost in this bitch. Okay, let's exit. Why would there be an exit here? Oh, so that's the chow hall. This should bring you out to the yard. How you get some flip flops, motherfucker? So we got ping pong. We got a dude doing chin ups. We got one of the Thunder Brothers serving his time over here. And then we got a basketball court. These steps will serve as chairs. You motherfuckers won't be throwing these in no riot. Okay. So this is the yard. which tells me they don't come out much. Let's look. Speaking of the yard, let's see something. I don't see no gun tower. Maybe this is. There's more than one yard. What's this way? This is how we came in, right? Oh, these are showers. All right, you see that soap? Make sure it don't hit the ground. That's all I gotta say. So as you see, it's community showers. Uh, if Hector stands by this door while you taking your shower, two or three big dudes come slide up in here. Yeah, booty bandits. Okay, so we definitely. Okay. So yeah, this is the way in to chow. That's the way out to the yard. Uh, okay. All right. Wait a minute. This is how we came in. Come on. Um. All right. So, and there's no numbers or anything, and I'm still looking for a guard tower. Okay, there's a number. That's 67. So this is inmate receiving. So this, I guess, is this is once you come in. This is when you a new booty. I feel like okay. Let's try something. Let us try something. And so, as reason you're hearing those explosions because I was testing a AI script from Chat GBT, and I'm not gonna lie, don't waste your time on Chat GPT trying to get them to write a script because that motherfucker is stupid as fuck. You have to literally talk to it like an 8-year-old, and it doesn't do what you ask it to do. And if and when it does, you a lot of the times you have to start all over again, and it won't recall what the last action was. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take an aerial view. And this is going to be federal prison. Because we're going to have a county jail too. Let's go. Okay, so there's the helipad, there's the light tower, there's the cells and shit. Okay. Well, it's not really a lot. I'm gonna go through the ooh, yeah, I felt like something was going on with that motor. So let's take a look what it looks like. It's not a lot to see. It looks like the real Alcatraz. The boat docks, the infirmary, the laundry room, the water tower. I don't see guard towers. No gun towers. That's weird. But let's go investigate. Why the fuck these airplanes exploding? Oh, that's what I was saying. Don't ever use Chat GPT to write any scripts for you because it doesn't have a clue what it's doing. All right, so just so I know where the prison is, let's find a landmark. Um, so it's out there directly offshore of those wind turbines. Okay. And that's the FBI building. So we're going to go out to the airport, see what the fuck is going on. What is that? I don't think I've been up here yet. All right. So, before, now what I was saying is that's going to be the federal prison. There will be no state prison. It's just going to be county jail. Oh yeah, 'cause we're getting a new county jail, and it looks just like LA County Jail, the Twin Towers. So what's next is LA County Jail. We have the federal prison, which is Alcatraz, and um, then all we got to do is get the NASA shit, and it's going to take the place of the current prison, and everything will be phase one and phase two, as well. Yeah, yep. See that airplane right there? That's what's crashing. Watch it. It's trying to taxi. Chat GPT fucked up my script. See if we can get closer to it. The crashes may stop now that I actually triggered it to. Whoa, 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 whoa. The fuck? And I'm using a new controller. Okay, so the crashing is going to stop, but for right now, we're going to go one last place. Wanted to check on something, and then we'll wrap this video up. But yeah, Alcatraz is a thing now. So the only thing we got to do is wait for LA County Jail, and that's going to be, where is that going to be at? That's going to be in this area. Right around here. Twin Towers. going to be right around here. And then, as mentioned, the state prison will no longer have a state prison. That will be all from now on. The judges will, depending on how you're sentenced or your crime. Now, naturally, if you committed a felony, you fight federal charges. Which makes me wonder if I need to have a couple of positions opened for FBI agents. Or federal or state marshal, federal marshals, because marshals are federal. All right, I just want to check out one thing. I'm close to it, but in this area, so many trees, I gotta be careful. What the fuck? That's what I'm looking for. All right. So our AAA tow. Let's see. I wanted to see how much space is. How much space was available. Shut up. Always making noise. Because I'm going to park. You better get out of my way. I will tow you. Take our bullshit. No. I told you, get out of my way. Okay.
Where are you thinking?
Yeah, I just want to take a look how this would look.
That place is so played out, homie.
Man, really? You gonna just...
I heard of a place where this guy's just serving drinks out of his basement.
Wow.
Real urban.
All right, so I'm gonna.
We were fishing yesterday.
What is he talking about? So I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in. We are so close to launching. Want to thank everybody who have been following the path of development, the updates, uh, dealing with me as I go on my quest to try to get shit fixed, figured out, shit that I break. Because you know how it is with development. You fix one thing, something else breaks. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. So I'm gonna park this bitch. Perfect. And that's how you do it. All right, so we'll be coming at you soon. But like I said, it's just a matter of time for the LA County Jail and the NASA. Well, I don't want to call it Space Center because we will be able to launch into space. And I have a lot of stuff planned. If you notice while we were reviewing the uh, Alcatraz island, there was a big orange desert like island or massive land behind us. Let's just say that's going to play into it heavily. So all of this stuff is falling into play. In the fucking, I just left that airport. But till then, we're almost through, almost getting there. You
Hello?
guys hang in there, stay dangerous, and I will catch you all on the flip flop. I'm out.